Hey guys, so we are halfway through the year, and I hate to be the person who says this, but holy crap, time is going by so fast. I can't believe we're already halfway through the year. But it's true though, like the older you get, time goes by quicker and quicker. It's kind of scary. But yeah, we are talking about all my favorites throughout these past 6 months. A lot of the ones that were in my January and February favorites are still here. So I'm not going to talk about them too much because I already talked about a lot of these favorites so much. But with all the makeup I bought in the past 6 months, I feel like this isn't a lot. Like I feel like I should have more favorites, but I can't love everything. So let's just jump straight into makeup. When it comes to lip products, I feel like I don't even need to say this with how many times I've talked about these 3 lip products. Number 1 is Tarte 28. I feel like she's in a good 4 makeup videos, so it went from me having just 1 to 4 now. I mean, she's just fun laying around the house and me just grabbing her whenever I want to keep my lips moisturized. And then these 2, again, I don't need to talk about. My Kosas Papaya Treat and Too Faced Kissing Jelly Lip Gloss in Sour Watermelon. So Tarte 28's my favorite lip balm. The Kosas is my favorite like kind of everyday wear lip balm slash almost virgin on lipstick. And the Kissing Jelly Gloss is my favorite gloss. So I don't use her the most because I'm not a gloss girl, but I feel like when I want to feel a little bougie or when I want to feel my lips plump, I'll wear her. But again, I do not wear her as often because she's expensive and I don't want to use her up. With blush, I'm actually shocked that there's only 2 blush favorites I've had. I'll put up all the new blushes I tried this year. And again, there's only 2. One is what is on my cheeks. You can't really see because I didn't want to put too much, but it's the new Rare Beauty blush. I fell so in love with these 2 shades, Love and Happy, and I love the names. So I'm wearing Love right now. She is very pigmented, and Happy I feel like is just such a cute everyday blush. I do love her a little bit more than Love. I know a lot of people's problems with these is that they say it enhances their acne. I mean, because any kind of shimmery product does that, but it doesn't. I never have perfect skin, especially on my cheeks. Every time I put these on, like they don't enhance my acne on my cheeks. Like it just works with my cheeks. Well, I guarantee you if I put some kind of highlight right now, I'm not wearing highlight, then you will see all of them like sticking out. For some reason, everyone's complaints with these haven't happened with me, which I'm grateful for because I love these. I don't know, she doesn't look shimmery. Could be because I put a very light hand with blush, but they don't look extremely shimmery to me. And then my next favorite blush is KVD's Good Apple Blush Balm Duo. With her, it's funny how she's my least favorite shade out of all the new blushes I tried this year. Yet she's in my favorites because of the formula. She blends so beautifully into the skin. This is what I would want if I was a beginner. She packs on so smoothly. She doesn't look patchy. You can clean her up so easy. She doesn't get stuck in one spot. I don't know if it's because she works perfectly with the KVD blush brush I use all the time, and that's why she's perfect. But honestly, this is one of my favorite blush formulas ever. She's just so easy to work with. These are very different, but these have been my favorite blushes. I mean, foundation, duh, again, talked about her a million times. I think only her and then the Urban Decay foundation are the only new ones I've tried this year so far. And I didn't like the Urban Decay one, but her, I just keep grabbing her. She has a nice, healthy glow. She's not full coverage. It's just a beautiful, healthy glow. And I love her. This, again, this is the closest out of all the foundations I've ever tried. She's the closest to my skin shade. I'm in LM1 neutral, so this range is perfect for all of skin shades. My favorite eyeshadows this year that were new to me is the Covergirl eyeshadow stick in the shade Ballerina Blush, and then my Colourpop eyeshadow sticks. I talked about these so much in my 12 eyeshadow sticks video. These have just been my favorite when it comes to eyeshadow. I'm definitely bringing her when I travel. This is a Colourpop in the shade Cocktail Party. She is just the perfect all over the lid shade. And the Covergirl Ballerina Blush. She's a little sheer on my eyes, but she looks very girly and feminine. You can see the little pink twinkle when you put her on. And this is just another Colourpop. This one is in the shade Friday Feels. This is what I wore in my Sephora haul video. I mean, it looked pretty similar to what I'm wearing now, but more orangey. Bronzers are one of my least favorite products, but my Colourpop's bronze stick in the shade La Jolla Cove was my first bronze stick I ever tried. And after I used her, and fell so in love. I was like, oh my gosh, I need to try out more bronze sticks. They look more natural on me. I mess up less with them compared to a powder. I feel like powder is the one that makes me look muddy no matter how much I blend. So after her, I grabbed the LYS bronzer stick, KVD's Good Apple. Then I stepped my toes into liquid bronzers. I got Say's liquid bronzer and Makeup by Mario's liquid bronzer. And it's crazy because I do not have a favorite. I mean, I love these all so much. It's hard because I've only used these 2 times. I feel like I need to stick to one for a good month and then try each out because they're all different, obviously, but I've just been so much in love with these. With the Makeup by Mario, my love for this is what I thought would happen with the Soft Sculpt Skin Enhancer because, again, everyone was so in love with this and I just did not understand it. And then when I tried this one on, I was like, holy crap, this one's perfect. I have her on today. You can't really tell because she's a little light, but when I used her, I was like, oh my gosh, I think that's what this was supposed to look like. The love everyone was giving for this, I did not feel, but I felt it with this. I'm like, okay, this looks so natural. It's so easy to blend. This is what I wanted out of her. I finally got my good Makeup by Mario bronzer product. He has so many bronzers. He has a stick. I don't think he has a powder. Does he have a powder bronzer? But I mean, he has at least 3, probably 4 bronzers. And I'm like, how many more can you create? But this is my favorite. I'm gonna have to keep working individually with these because I love them all almost equally. But again, it's hard to tell because I don't fully know them just yet. Okay, so eyeliner. I had no idea eyeliner would make it into my favorite. This is a brand from Serena Williams. If you watch my past 2 videos, there's at least 22, 24 liners there. And you know, every time, especially a celebrity, every time like a smaller brand or a celebrity brand comes out and I'm like, can you really be that different or unique compared to everyone else? But she is definitely a game changer on my oily lids. When I tried her on for a full day wear test, I've had her on from noon till midnight. So from noon till 9 p.m. she was stuck on my oily lids. She wasn't transferring. And already there, I was like, okay, that's perfect. She already made it to one of my top eyeliners. So 9 hours in at 9 p.m., I did cry and my eyeliner didn't disappear. So many eyeliners do not transfer or they work on my oily lids, but once a little bit of water hits them, they will evaporate, they will disappear. But she stayed on my lids and that really shocked me. She's the only eyeliner where I rubbed my eyes and she didn't come off. She's also the only eyeliner I've tried in a workout class because I was so in shock that she didn't come off when I cried. I was like, I wonder if sweat can make her disappear. But no, she was stuck on my eyes during kickboxing class. Even though she's not perfect, she's not the blackest, she does separate. I'm just so mind blown that there is one eyeliner that is waterproof, that is sweat proof. She kind of like came out of nowhere and kind of blew my mind. And next we have brushes, kind of like eyeliner. I had no idea I would have new favorite brushes this year. I mean, I always had my Sigma ones. Non-stop, I'm hearing everyone talk about BK brushes and it started getting annoying and it started sounding gimmicky since the fact that every single person was so in love with these. And I was like, fine, I'll try them out. I tried out the A506 that everyone's been loving with their concealer, fell in love with her. She made it so much easier to put on my concealer. I don't know what took me so long to buy some more. Oh, I think there was a sale on TikTok. So I was like, you know what? Let me see if there are other brushes I might like. So I went and watched Angie's video talking about her brushes from the Angie Hot and Flashy set. I didn't realize that she created these for hooded eyes, or well, she does have hooded eyes and she was talking about how these fit perfectly underneath the hood and I was like, holy crap, I've never knew that could be done. I don't think I've ever seen any brush brand talk about working with your hooded eyes. A504, she is super tiny, perfect for the outer corner. A502, she can get really into the depths of that crease, like underneath the hood. A505, she said she likes using this for shimmers. I love this for cutting my crease now and I pack on the shimmers with her. And then I got this 211 brush. She's a cute little blending brush. She doesn't look that different or amazing, but she just blends the eyeshadows so beautifully and doesn't make it patchy. Like there are so many brushes that I feel like takes forever, but she blends out super quickly. I definitely want to try out more. I feel like they're just starting. BK could have like 50 more brushes. I mean, I have 50 Sigma brushes, So I know BK can make so many more and they would all be so amazing. So I would love to try even more for them, especially eye brushes. And then I just got this one recently, the BK Beauty 109. I used her today for the Makeup by Mario liquid. So I was talking about how I love my Rare Beauty angled brush for when I use my bronze sticks. I still love that brush so much. It's perfect for the cream. She's perfect for the liquid bronzers. Again, why I love the Rare Beauty brush is because it's angled like this, so it fits perfectly into the line here. But the Rare Beauty one's a little bit too thick, so she could probably soak up more of a liquid bronzer. I was scared because in the TikToks she looks pretty big, but she's actually, oh, see, even there I feel like she looks big. Let me just grab the Rare Beauty one. So again, for the Rare Beauty one, she just works better with the cream bronzers. With a liquid bronzer, she would soak up too much because there's a lot of space in between her bristles. But see, look how much bigger the Rare Beauty one is. I can't remember what they advertise this one as. It's probably like a multi-use brush because I've seen some people use it for the concealer for their blush. She's perfect for that liquid contour. There hasn't been one BK brush yet, and hopefully ever, that I haven't loved. Okay, so this last makeup product, she's the only one out of everything today who isn't new from this year. But let's talk about concealers first. So I mentioned a few times that the Tarte Shape Tape is the only concealer I ever used for years. I want to say a good solid 5 years. And after trying out and falling in love with the Hourglass last year, I was like, okay, you know what? Maybe it's time to try different concealers. I've had all of these throughout this year. I've tried all of these at least once. Should I name them all? Ilia, Hourglass, Kosas, Tower 28, Elf, NYX Bare With Me, Say, House Labs, Milani, Natasha Denona, and Live Tinted. So out of all these, the Say one's the one I liked the most so far. Like I said, I did fall in love with the Hourglass when I tried it on for the first time, and I've used her a few more times this year. I want to say a good 3 times, but I don't know why the excitement wasn't there, like how excited I was when I used her the first time. Again, I'm gonna have to try her again because I don't remember. Anyway, so each time I tried any of these new ones, oh, I also tried the Cali Ray new one. So every time I tried a new one, I always mentioned how each one of them, you could see some kind of crease. Like the Say one, she always gives me that same crease right here. The House Labs one doesn't give me that crease. It gives me a crease right here. Like, it's crazy how all of these formulas give me a specific crease. Like there's the exact same spot that they like clinging onto. So I was getting used to that. I said in my videos like, oh, well, you're never gonna find a concealer that doesn't accentuate your creases. I was getting frustrated and I was like, I don't remember once ever saying that about Tarte's Shape Tape. I swear, go through any of my videos, there is not one time where I'm like, oh, you see with Tarte Shape Tape, it's giving me a creasing here, that's normal. I notice I blame myself for when something's not working and not the product. Example, my 2 liquid liners that I've had for years never transferred. But then as soon as I started buying eyeliners that were transferring on my lids, I started blaming myself, saying, oh, maybe my lids are getting oilier. And then when I started trying all these new concealers, I was like, you know, I'm getting older, so maybe I'm just getting more wrinkles. I also said that when I was trying out the Rare Beauty foundation for the first time, I was like, I'm getting older, maybe it's looking patchy because my skin's drier. I was always blaming myself and my skin. Anyways, my point is, so I used her 2 videos ago in my do not buy these liquid eyeliners video. I'll put a picture of it after the video. You could see those are my natural tiny little lines in my eyes. And again, that was after the video because all of these immediately, as soon as I put them on and set them, they always give that same wrinkle, that same line, and that's as soon as I put them on. And obviously they get worse the longer I wear them. So I'm gonna have to put Tarte Shape Tape back at the top again because when I put her on, I was like, dude, this is why I never had any problems or bitched about creasing or wrinkles, because she never enhanced them like all the other concealers do. And that's what sucks about having your first product be the best one. Like, for example, if you start with the best foundation, let's say your first foundation ever is Giorgio Armani's Luminous Silk Foundation, okay? She's up here, right? And imagine that's how you think foundations should be. But then after you try her and you start trying other foundations, you're like, how are these so bad? Because you already set the bar up here. I'm putting Tarte Shape Tape back at the top again. She doesn't disappoint me. She doesn't give me crazy lines like the others do. How come no one can't compare to her. Okay, another thing that's wild is, again, remember I'm saying I always blame myself and my skin for a makeup failing. The one time I blame a makeup, I don't know why I feel like whispering, I feel like because I feel bad. When I tried the Caliray concealer on, I was like, what the hell are these bumps? I can see little dry bumps. It looks like scales. So I do have milia. I have those tiny bumps in my eyes. I've never seen them accentuated like that. Do you see that weird bump? You see this dry spot, right? But I did say I was shocked that she didn't crease. Okay, she's not giving me cracks like crazy. So sadly, I returned her. So when I tried her on, I was like, oh my gosh, it looks like the Caliray one. My milia was more accentuated. So for the first time, it was actually my skin's fault and not the product, because I never had the problem with the Tarte Shape Tape with my milia being extra enhanced. And I will admit, it did get worse. So now I did return to Caliray because again, that was my first time experience. But the fact that the Caliray and the Tarte Shape Tape both don't crease, yet for some reason, I see my milia a little bit more with them. I feel like the formulas have to be similar if they both don't crease, yet they enhance my milia. I don't know, I'm gonna have to try all of the other concealers again because again, the milia thing is a new thing. If I'm gonna be honest, she's probably just endgame for me and she'll probably always be the one, but I need to finish up everyone else first. Tarte Shape Tape's my favorite concealer still. Okay, I only have 3 non-makeup products. Number 1 is my stepper. I talked about her in my TikTok Made Me Buy It video. I still been loving her. I feel like a big thing with me, especially when it comes to working at home, like I hate the warm up because it takes a while for me to warm up. Like I'm so impatient, I immediately want to be sweaty. That's why I love hot yoga so much, because I can just walk in and I'm already sweating. But at home, it takes a while for me to start sweating. So the stepper has been really good doing it by itself or having it as my warm-up first and doing a workout. So she's still one of my favorites. Another one I talked about in my TikTok favorites are these Bloom, what are these even called? I don't even know what they're called. Greens and Superfoods, Digestion, Bloating, Energy. Okay, so I've just been loving them, but I do see the help with the bloating. And I don't know, it just makes me feel like I'm doing something good for my body in the morning and having lots of greens. The last favorite I've been loving are these dresses I got from Amazon. So these are the most comfy, flowy summer dresses. They're super light. They're perfect for summer. They're so comfy that I just wear these at home now. I have an orange one, I have a red one, and then I have a blue one. I feel like the blue one's my favorite. I feel like it just works with my skin tone the most, and I don't know if it's just the color, but it relaxes me, so I wear her at home a lot. I just want to buy more colors. Sizing wise, I did get a medium for these two. I am a 34B. There is a little bit of space, and that's why they're more comfy at home. But for a 34B, the small would be more accurate because it fits better to your body. But these also make me so happy because there have been 3 different occasions where a girl has complimented me. It's just so much more satisfying when a girl's like, girl, I love your dress, where'd you get it? 3 times now I've had a girl compliment these dresses. When I went to grab coffee, she was like, oh my gosh, your dress looks so flowy. I love it. And I was like, girl, I got it from Amazon. And she's like, oh my gosh, I have to check it out. And she's like, oh, sorry, I was taking your order. And I was like, it's fine. We can talk about the dress. I have just been wearing these nonstop. I'm wearing them at home. I'm wearing them going out. I'm wearing them literally everywhere. I can't tell if you can see. Could you tell? I'm blind, I can't see far, so I couldn't tell if you could see, but that's how long it is. This is the orange one again. The blue and the orange ones I got in medium. So there is space. You could see that it could probably be tighter like this, but there's space. You know, you could be all bougie, you can grab your coffee. I feel like this one goes well with my eyeshadow. And the red one's the one I got in small. So again, it fits better to my body. There's not room compared to the medium. But honestly, it doesn't matter. But I kind of prefer the medium just because it makes it feel more loose and comfortable. So it's a tiny bit shorter, the small one, like here. But again, it doesn't make a difference between small and medium. But yeah, let me know what color you like the most. I'll probably get more. And again, if you want some compliments from girls, then try these out. Why did I want to like go so millennial? I think that's it for my mid-year 6 months favorites. Again, I feel like I expected way more, especially with makeup, because I bought a crap ton this year, yet that's everyone who made it through the 6 months. And these dresses, green powder, and then the stepper. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.